Well, all right. All right, all right, all right. I guess it won't do the front facing camera. Good morning. Well, all right. Getting used to this. So, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Behind the scenes, behind the scenes, behind the scenes already. Oof, I have a lot of work to do. How cool. How cool. Bam. That takes care of that. Um, there is a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into this thing. And I want to make so much more progress than I am. Yet I'm acknowledging to and with self that I have and am making a lot of progress. Um, Multitasking, there's just so much to do, and specific to studio cleanup and maintenance and setup. Um, chords. There's a million and one chords. And while I've been trying to like gather and get something all perfect and ready, to present to the you to right here, what about inviting you into the process and just starting with a good starting point, setting the intention and going through the process because I'll never, if at the pace and rate that I'm going, that'll be too much. So I have like several objectives that I'm working on at the same time. And if you could think of like one man band production team, why that would be me. I put the responsibility on myself though, so I can't complain. You feel me? Um I do it to save on postage. Postage meaning money. Money meaning budget. Budget being pay you for what that I can't do myself. Now, can and should are definitely two different things. I'm just curious in this moment. Yeah. But that's good. Um, I'm torn between I don't think I'm torn. I'm about to go eat. But they don't open until 8. It's 7:38 right now. So I said this is a good time for me to go live. I wrote down an essential question. What exactly am I able to accomplish sound wise with my roll up silicone? What do I call that? I called it a. Let me open this journal. 'Cause I called it something specific that I felt was appropriate because it's a lot of things. And I actually, on a conversation with my mother recently, not necessarily epiphany, but to hear her say it was like attention getting for me. And it was, well, maybe you'll be able to focus on one. And that has always been a challenge for me. Such a multitasker. Such a multitasker. So she was referring to instruments, and I was saying that, you know, first off, I started drum lessons. I started my first drum lesson class as a student this week. It was, if Martin Luther King Day was Monday, then it was Monday. It was Monday. Today is now Thursday. So, I'm a few days in. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, so it's not in this journal, but it's good that I have my journal stat. Today, what's today? Thursday? What is today? Today is Friday, Freestyle Friday. So it's like Freestyle Friday, Flex Friday, and what's the other one called? Freestyle Friday, Flex Friday, Field Trip Friday. Technically, we should be going on a field trip today. We're about to really have fun this season. Okay. So I called it a workout jam. Mm, but that's not what I was looking for. I don't think I was looking for. We are having rehearsal. So, hello. Let's start all the way from the top. I just got started. That was a warm up. It's 6:51 minutes in. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exactly 7 minutes in. So that was for me. Hello, everybody. Well, rise and shine. I'm looking at that, but I should be looking here at the camera. Feedback, sound check. So, whoosh, 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 whoosh. That is what I was afraid of. That right there.
Accessibility shortcuts.
Lord, 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 Lord. Ooh, that's a view. I like that one. So I need to get one of those clamps from over there so that the camera can sit right here. This is a Freestyle Friday, but the order goes Solar Power Sunday. It's a lot of M's for Monday, but Monday could be a meditation Monday, music Monday, melody Monday, mindful Monday, Moshi Monday. There's so many M's, but Monday is a big day. Then Tune Up Tuesdays. Right now it's Weights Wednesdays, or what we call it, Weighted Worship or Weights Wednesdays. Theater Thursdays, straight up. And Theater Thursdays, I be doing all out of order. Today is technically a mix of Theater Thursday and the upcoming one that I'll say. But so I already said Friday is Flex Friday, Freestyle Friday, Field Trip Friday. Saturday is Sound Check Saturday. And what's cool is if you look at my video history chronologically, one of the last posted videos that I have, it says sound check. That was a session where I did a sound check testing out a keyboard, a piano keyboard that I had. It was the Casio CTX 700. And I was just going through the sounds and going through really just what I'm doing right now, production setup. And I just know how strenuous, first off, that is on the brain just putting a studio together, doing sound checks, especially as one person. Oh my, 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 oh my. I just want you to know that you are really special. I need to get up. I'm like sore. I'm sore. I've been working out. I'm so like energy right now. And it's like, yeah, working out give you energy, but there's like an in-between phase before you get to that luxury where you're like fatigued and sore. So I'm sort of going to do that. It's like there's so much I want to do, but I'm like, no way the body cannot work against me right now. Where those days, you're supposed to take rest. That's why I try to like spread out. I did the days of the week because technically Theater Thursday is a rest day. Tuesday and Thursdays are rest days. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays are supposed to be. Monday and Wednesday for sure are supposed to be heavy days. And just a lot is different. A lot has changed. I'm going with the flow. Still trying to guide and steer my body and self, and then also trying to listen to it as well, and to not be too stubborn. But I'm so grateful, y'all. This studio is such a blessing. I just sort of overcomplicate it for myself, but there's a lot of great things happening. And if I just honor exactly what I said and just keep it real with you and just start imperfection, then boom. So I need to get all of that together back there. But here we go. Silent rehearsal options for musicians. Let's start here. Some headphones. Yeesh. From here, I'm going to need an aux cord. Even though they are Bluetooth, for what I'm doing, which you'll see, I'm going to need an aux cord. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this bag. And this bag we're going to refer to as the pocket. Okay. Now there are different pockets. This is small. Medium, and this one is clear because I wanted to, for emphasis, show you a couple of things. But this one is gym. This one is music. Small, medium. I'm gonna put them down here because I'm about to sit. And then if that one was medium, you could say this would be large. And then you could consider this extra large. I don't know if you can see that. So small, medium, large, extra large, and then this one right here. So right now it's out. Right now it's out. There's so many great things about this, but the bag looks like this. This is extra large. Eesh. And this is a giant cymbals bag, and it's still It's too perfect. I'm gonna get just a size larger just so that it has some more space. But what's cool is this right here fits inside there. This is the Pearl Compact Traveler drum kit, 18-inch bass drum, and that fits right here and can be carried in a bag. And I'm going to do a demonstration with that at some point. But before we get to that point, there's so much clutter, but that's what I'm doing, decluttering. Okay. So if that was the pocket, the extra large, I will also have to carry something like this for cymbals. And I don't know exactly which bag this one is going to go in yet, but it won't fit in the main bag. And this would be the bass pedal. So again, portable solutions for traveling musicians, artists. I'll probably do this for the bass pedal and the cymbals. All right. I have so many errands and chores and stuff to do for the studio that in any other scenario would be deferred to production assistants. Ooh. Here we go. We're really going to have fun this season. We really, really are. Here we go. I did a rehearsal the other day. Similar to the gym saying, have you ever heard train to failure? And it basically means your limit, reaching your limit, and growing from that point. Knowing when to stop. There's a lot, there, but that is a genuine smile right now. I am happy. Even in the clutter, I see it all coming together. I see it all coming together finally. Focus. The pocket. Pocket. Headphones. Okay. There is a lot to unpack here. Literally, metaphorically, just physically, the whole thing. Chords. Endless chords. So, we're going to do that. How does this work? Well, that's what it's going to be for now. Whoosh, 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 gadoosh. Kung Fu Panda. I heard gadoosh. Kung Fu Panda 4 just came out, and I actually watched it, but I need to rewatch it. It did not have my 100% focus. Okay. Do that like that. All right. Random. Flashing back to that sound check video. I remember after it was done, just still sending it to everybody, even though it was incomplete and imperfect. It was an idea and formation that I actually liked. And I was like, I like sound check. Like, yeah, it's nice to just like put on a production, a clean finished production for y'all. But at the same time, like I said, the process. The process. The process. $7:57. It's time. It's time. The pocket. What am I able to accomplish? Was my essential question. We're going to the small. We're going to start with small. So why exactly is this not? All right. Pocket, where art thou? Where hath thine hiddeth from thee? Bourgeois, baby. Bougie, baby, you know me. Here we go, the pocket. In here, I am going to pull out Do you believe me? Do you believe me? I don't think you believe me. So it looks like I just got to show you. Chords. So I do have a chord organizer that is a whole thing by itself. But anyway, so here's what I'm really boom. I just pulled out a silicone roll-up drum.
The connected successfully.
All right, so that's the drum. So when I ask this such a question, what am I able to accomplish? What I really want to know is sound quality wise. I get rehearsal. Digital horn, roll-up drum, also in the pocket. Is a silicone roll-up keyboard piano. And that one I have to plug up to either earphones. We said silent rehearsal. And for presentation today, I'm going to play it out loud. The goal, however, is to sync it all up and record. And I want to know, outside of just the rehearsal and practice aspect of it, sound quality wise, what am I able to produce if I work within its limitations? Now, what I can say is if you try to hold this up to actual real standard instruments, you're going to have an experience. In some ways, you're going to be convenienced, and then in other ways, you're going to be inconvenienced. And we're going to get into those details. But the time is 8:03. I'm about to go do breakfast. Come back, but I set the goal, intention, layout. That's my work ahead of me. We need to do a sound check on these roll-ups. I need to test out this looper using them because as a one-man band, I need to create, and I've been looking for a solution, which the looper is. I just can't download it to my brain like the Matrix, like I have to take time and spend with it. And I have had a lot of unsuccessful attempts with that. So this is a good moment to do this right here. A grand moment. A grand moment. Baby steps. All right. One thing at a time. And that also keeps directional good for angle right here because I'm just looking at myself in the camera. And when you don't have a production assistant or camera person there to tell you that, you just got to wait and find out for yourself. Okay. When I come back, we're going to test all this out. And I'm going to get this studio together. Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in.